Namaskar students. In this video, we are going to discuss an important topic of our paper travel documentation named visas. We will study a brief introduction about visas. Brief introduction about visas. Now, when we talk about visa, the basic question comes in front of us is what is visa? So, visa, it is a kind of permission. It is a kind of, I say, it is a kind of permission which is required, which is required from the country which you are going to visit. So it is a kind of permission from the country which you are going to visit. If that particular country, for example, you are going from Delhi to say France, and you want to visit France, so you need a permission from France. So you will apply for that permission in the form of visa, and if the permission is granted, it means you have given the visa. And if the France don't want that you should enter into his country, so they will refuse your permission, so they will refuse your visa. The full form of visa is basically visitors intentions to stay abroad. VISA. So if France gives you permission, he will give you the visa, and if he don't want that you should enter into his country, they will refuse your visa. So this is the meaning of visa. So before applying the visa, you need to prove, there is a need to prove, you need to prove your purpose of visit to that particular country. You need to tell, for example, you are going to France, so you need to clarify the purpose to France. Clarify the purpose. Why you want to visit France? The embassy or the consulate want to know why you want to visit France. There may be certain reasons, or there may be uh, certain reasons that you may have to travel to France. Either you are going only for the tourism purpose, you want to see the France, like you want to see the Eiffel Tower, you may apply your visa in the tourist category. You may have some business contacts over there, and you are going to meet any of your supplier. Or you may have some meetings with the supplier, so it means the purpose of your visit is business. You may go to France for a medical treatment. You may go to France for study purpose. You may go to France to work in any company or on the work permit. So what I want to say, if you are applying visa for a particular country, you need to prove your purpose. Prove your purpose, for which purpose you are traveling, and all these purpose makes various types of visa, various types of visas. all these purpose makes various types of visa. So that is in brief. There may be different types of visas also, like one of the basic type of visa is the tourist visa. Tourist visa. Then the another type of visa is the business visa. Then third type of visa is study visa. Then medical visa. Then you may apply in under work permit, work visas. Then there is another type of visa that is called as permanent residentship. So I told you that you have to prove the purpose of your visit. So for tourist visa, how you can prove that you are going for a tourist purpose? The documents which proves that you are going for a tourist visa is the return air ticket. This will tell you have to purchase a air ticket, and that should be a return air ticket. So if you have purchased a return air ticket, one of the document is this. Then the second document is your hotel vouchers. You have to give the hotel vouchers. Now there may be possibility that you are not staying in a hotel. Some of your relative is staying in France, and you when once you will go to France, you will stay with him. So in that case, you have to get a letter from your relative. Your relative will give a letter that Mr. So and so will stay with me during his visit to France, and I will bear his boarding and lodging expenses. So that particular letter will work as a hotel voucher, or that will act as a proof that you are going there for a tourism purpose. The third thing which you may apply as a proof is the itinerary on the letterhead of tour operator. On the letterhead of tour operator. So your tour operator will give a detailed itinerary that Mr. So and so has booked a tour with us, and this is his detailed itinerary, and he is going to visit your esteemed country specifically for tourism purpose. So these are some of the documents which will prove that you are going there for a tourism on a tourist for a tourist purpose. Similarly, how you will prove that you are going for a business purpose? Business visa is basically when you are going there for a business purpose. So how you will prove? How you will prove that you are going there for a business purpose? For a business purpose. For business purpose, there may be various documents which can be attached while applying the visa. Like the first thing is the air ticket. You need to attach the return air ticket. This return air ticket will give uh, an indication that you will come back to your parent company. You will come back to your origin place. So that is why this is necessary. Then to prove that you are going for a business purpose, you may have to attach an invitation, like you are going to France to meet some suppliers. Now these suppliers will send you an invitation. Now this invitation has some specific formats. The embassy may have some specific formats, which the format the tourist will send this format to his supplier, and supplier will supply the invitation in that specific format, and the one copy of this invitation will directly go in the embassy, and the another the tourist will apply, the business tourist will apply along with his application, along with his application. So this invitation is a must if you are traveling for a business visa. Now this business it is not necessary that every time you are going to meet a supplier. You may go to any country for other business purpose, like you are going to visit any exhibition, like Germany, is a country which is a hub of exhibitions. You may visit Germany to visit any exhibition. For example, I am a manufacturer of textile products. I make textile products in India, and there is an exhibition which happens every year in Europe. The name of that every 4 year in Europe, the name of that exhibition is ITMA, International Textile Machinery Exhibition. So this exhibition held in every four year in Europe continent basically. So I just consider it is happening in Germany. So this happens in every 4 years. So being a textile product manufacturer, I want to know what exactly the new machinery which is coming in the textile and how I can be benefited with that particular technology. So I want to visit Germany or to ITMA exhibition to know the latest technology in the textile industry. So for that, how I will prove that I am going to visit this exhibition? So I have to buy the entry ticket of the exhibition. There may be another case. I am not going to visit that exhibition. I am going to exhibit in that exhibition. This may also be a case that I am visiting ITMA as an exhibitor. I am in India. I basically make the textile machinery, and I have some latest technological development in the textile machinery, which I want to exhibit it to the world. And this is the best platform. So I am visiting ITMA as an exhibitor. So in that case, a stall confirmation certificate, stall confirmation. So for exhibiting, I have to take a stall from the organizer. So stall confirmation certificate will tell the embassy that this particular person is visiting France to exhibit in this particular exhibition. So in short, I just wanted to say for business visa invitation or the entry tickets or the stall confirmation certificate will act as a proof which will prove that I want to visit a particular country for a business purpose. Then comes the study visa. Study visa when you are traveling abroad for the study purpose. Now, how you will prove that? How a student will prove that he is going there, going to abroad for a study purpose? It's not like that you will tell to the embassy that I am going to Australia, and once I will reach to Australia, I will find a university or college. I will find a university of college once I will reach to Australia, and then I will take admission and so grant me a study visa. No, this cannot be happen. You have to find out the university here while sitting in India. You have to find out the college while sitting here in India. You have to choose the course as per your previous education. If you are going there after +2, you have to choose the course accordingly. You have to choose the university accordingly. And there are some, even nowadays, there are some agents of those universities and those colleges which helps you to grant the to get the admissions in those university or colleges. So once your admission is being done in any of the university, they will send you a provisional admission letter. Provisional admission letter. This provisional admission letter will act as a documentary proof to apply for a study visa. Once you get this provisional admission letter, so this require a lot of documentation. These agents helps you to arrange all these documents, and then you can give this provisional admission letter to the embassy, and then your you may grant a study visa. Once you get this letter, it is sure that you will get a study visa. So this is the document which will prove that you are going there for a study purpose. Similarly, there are work permits. Work permits, you have to prove that work permits are basically applied by your company in which you are going to work. For example, I am going to USA in a company called Microsoft. So Microsoft will give me all the documents, and on the basis of those documents, I will apply my work permit, and then I will be grant the visa. So work permit is another type of visa. on the basis of work permit, I can work over there in any country. You cannot work if you have granted a tourist visa. This is a crime. This is not legal. If you are going there for business visa, you cannot do a work over there in any of the country. For doing any work, you have to have a work permit. Yes, in study visa, some work permit, some hours are permitted. That depends upon country to country. Like in UK, there are different hours are permitted. In Australia, different hours are permitted. In Canada, different hours are permitted as far as your study visa or study visa is concerned. So if you want to do work over there in any country, you have to get a work permit. Yes, if you have granted a tourist visa, you can do some business work, and if you have given a business visa, you can do tourism also. You can visit that particular country also. That is not an issue. The only difference in tourism and business visa is the BTQ. If you have granted a business visa, that you can carry a different amount of currency along with you, and if you have given a tourist visa, you can carry a different amount of currency along with you. Similarly, in visa, there is another term that is called as PR. PR is a permanent residentship. Basically, this is also a type of visa. I will discuss about this in another video. I think this is enough for today. We will discuss about this PR. We will discuss about the single entry visa, multiple entry visa, electronic visa, sticker visa in another video. So thank you for now.